guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jermaine Morgan TV. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about 3 reasons why most beginners quit. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so welcome back. So in today's lesson, I'm not going to break the groove I was doing down, and there's a reason. Hold on before you get upset. I actually break this groove down twice. There are 2 videos where I do a 1-minute lick breakdown, so I will attach that video to this video so you can go back and watch it and get the full breakdown of the lick that I'm doing. Also, there's a backing track that I uploaded at the beginning of the week to go with this groove so you can rock out and have fun to it. If you haven't already been doing that, I will link that as well to this video so you can go and check that out. Now, what I wanted to share today was 3 reasons why I believe most beginners quit. Number 1, too many rules. So one of the common things that I notice amongst beginner players is they spend so much time trying to do everything right, trying to dot all the I's and cross all the T's, till they really don't dig into just playing the music, just simply enjoying the music. Victor Wooten actually has a really great philosophy that I like as it relates to learning music. He kind of equates it to learning the language, learning to speak a language when you were a child. When we are learning to speak the language, you don't start out with all the rules. No, you start with the little syllables, the little sounds that you know, and you get around professionals who speak the language, and you begin to learn little by little as you hang around these professionals. And the more you learn, the more you pick up, the better your language increases. You might say, I'm not around any professionals. I'm not around anybody that can really pour into me, that can share all this stuff with me. You don't have to be. In order to get around professionals in music, all you have to do is pop in a CD or turn on iTunes, turn on Spotify, all these different outlets for music, whatever your outlet is. Listen to it and simply try to start speaking the language. Simply pick up your bass and start jamming with stuff that you're hearing. It doesn't matter how many notes you're playing wrong. It's about getting into the feel of the music. Whatever the feel that you enjoy the most, start trying to pick it up. Start trying to play that and see where it goes for you. Because so many of us forget to play the music because of all the rules, and that's why most people quit. Number 2, many beginners underestimated the effort. I'm reading this book by Grant Cardone, and one of the things this book talks about, pretty much the entire book is about, is knowing that it's going to take 10 times the effort beyond what you thought to get whatever goal it is you're trying to get. Say, for instance, I require my students to at least put in 10 hours a week at the very minimum, so that's 2 hours a day over 5 days. So if you want to take that same concept, multiplying that by 10 times, that's 100 hours a week as opposed to 10 hours a week. Now, I know in the real world that's going to be very, very difficult because we have families, we have jobs and all this kind of stuff. But just forget about all of that for a minute and just shoot for the 100. It doesn't matter that you don't get to the 100, but that's going to be better than just stopping at the 10 hours and just doing the bare minimum to get by. At least you'll be pushing, even if you land on 20 hours or if you land on 15 hours, that's better than 10 hours. And you've put in a little bit more time and you've covered a little bit more ground as it pertains to what it's going to take you to get to the level that you want to be in your playing. Because it's very crucial in these beginning stages that you put a lot of time in on the instrument, not just always practicing the hard stuff and the rules, so to speak, but actually spending time playing stuff that you like as well. All right, number 3, and this is the last thing that I will leave with you guys. Not celebrating small wins. This is another reason why a lot of people quit, because I'm going to be honest with you, getting started playing any instrument for that matter, it's very difficult when you start, but you have to make sure you acknowledge when you are making progress. This is something that's super huge in doing anything. You have to acknowledge when you're making progress. So if you were able to put in 10 hours a week and that was all you could get, celebrate the fact that you got your 10 hours a week. If you could only do 5 hours because you had a really busy week, don't beat yourself up so bad because, man, I only put 5 hours in on my bass. Don't beat yourself up about it. Celebrate the fact that you did pick it up and you did get 5 hours in. And just remember to shoot for higher for the following week. Remember, if you're making small progress, you are still making progress. Progress equals progress all the time. It doesn't matter if you're moving really slow or if you're moving really fast. Enjoy the process of what it is you're doing. That's another thing. People forget to enjoy the process. Another quote I'll steal from Victor Wooten: we play music. We don't work music, we play music. And if you're playing something, you should be enjoying the process. So don't forget why you started playing music. Don't get so caught up into, I have to play this chord, I got to learn this skill, I got to do this, I got to do all these things, all these different rules that make it so difficult for us to continue in this thing. Because in the beginning stages, what you don't want to do is get too frustrated with this, because that'll cause you to put it down. You have too many reasons to quit, but if you can only find one reason to keep going, use that one reason. Celebrate yourself. Enjoy the process. Don't be so bent out of shape about all of the rules. Don't be so bent out of shape about all of the rules, and never underestimate the effort that it's going to take you to learn this thing. And if you keep these things in mind, you're going to be fine. So I just wanted to get on here and share some things with you guys today, especially for you beginners who are just getting started and you're thinking about throwing it down. Even for you guys who might be intermediate players, you're ready to quit, you're ready to throw it away. Don't give up on it. It's possible for you to grow. It's possible for you to get better. If you're needing additional help in this area, or if you're thinking about learning to play the bass, I've created a course on my website called Beginner Basics that will show you everything you need to know to get started if you are a beginner player. If you're needing some help, you've already kind of got past the beginner stages and you need a little bit more help, I do have the monthly membership on my website as well. So I invite you to go over to JermaineMorgan.net after this video. And oh yeah, be sure to like this video if you found something helpful here. Oh yeah, and I also like for you to drop a comment below and let me know which one was the biggest thing for you. Out of all 3 points that I made, which one were you the most guilty of? Be sure to drop it in the comments below. And I thank you guys so much for watching this video, hanging around all the way to the end. I will see you guys on next week. Be sure to check out the videos, check out the backing track, check out the breakdowns, and I'll see you guys on next week. Take care. Peace.